Good day, everyone. The Sustainable Development Goal number 4 tells about quality education that is under the 17 goals of United Nations SDG. The SDG number 4 have 7 expected outcomes by 2030. The first one is the universal primary and secondary education. Me and my group mates will discuss further about this matter. So what is primary education? This is the elementary schooling, specifically the education of children between the ages about 5 and 11 years. So this is the first stage, while the second stage is the secondary education, beginning at the age of 11, ending usually at the age of 18.
Understanding primary and secondary education is truly important, much more to the so-called universal primary and secondary education, which is intended for universally relevant and effective learning outcomes of every people globally, that for at least a farmer or an engineer has the capability to read and reason. Reading and numeracy skill is the minimum proficiency level. Enough knowledge and a fully developed soldier of nation can be rooted to a higher than 9 years basic education, foresighting a completion greatly relative to participation. It's about a equal response of every country, equal response to every country. Just like how teachers makes good and not so good learners learn, assess such American or African countries.
So, what are the ways to achieve those goals? Imposing a pre-primary and secondary education, compulsory education for all, provide unneeded quality, adaptable, and easy-to-use materials. For example, books and classroom. Sustain benchmarking to assess how progress taking place. Measuring the proposed global indicator, reading and mathematics skills requires consensus on the content of the learning outcomes to be assessed. The quality standard assessment need to meet the reporting and defining a benchmarking to be used, maximizing the use of technology. Lastly, eliminate violence and corruption.
As the globe fights the pandemic, the Department of Education is continually strategizing how to provide the greatest and most quality education to Filipino kids. Its ongoing efforts to ensure that every student continues their education in the face of pandemic. It is visible in the most recent statistics from the DepEd Learner Information System as of July 10, 2021. Based on DepEd Basic Education statistics, the total enrollment for school year 2019 to 2020 is 27,790,114, and the total enrollment for school year 2020 to 2021 is 26,588,428. According to the data, the number of kids enrolled in public school has grown. However, last academic year 2020 to 2021, we might observe a reduction in total enrollment across all grade levels from private schools. It might be due to the financial impact of the pandemic on the families of individuals enrolled in all schools. Due to financial difficulties, students have no choice but to drop out or discontinue their studies, causing a reduction in total enrollment in the school year 2020-2021.
So, because of the sudden decrease of the enrollees and the students, they promote other ways or modes of learning. One of them is modular, which is the common. This is also the most favored way of learning of the parents. It is a print material distributed by the schools or by the teacher. Second is online distance learning. This is where both students and teachers have access to digital devices with internet connectivity. Third is educational TV. This is the other way of learning. I think if you have channel 28 or 32, you know this. It happens almost every day around 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. The other two is homeschooling and blended learning. I think these new ways of modes of learning have successful result because many of the students who stopped last 2019 to 2020 continued this year.